So this video will be for you. It is about how to make a Vietnamese coffee using filter. As you see, this is the traditional filter of Vietnam, and we normally drink coffee with condensed milk. So I already put some condensed milk at the bottom of the glass. If you don't want the condensed milk because it's a bit sweet for you, perhaps, then you can use just normal milk and you can add them later on, okay? So let's go to the process of making a coffee by filter. So this is the filter. This is the lid, and we have something here as well. So this is the main thing, yeah, the main thing that we put the coffee in, and then this is another sort of filter. So we have, if you see, we have some filter here, and we have another filter here as well. Yeah. All right. Let's go to each step. Okay. So firstly, we will put some of the ground coffee in the filter. Alright, so for me it's about 3 coffee spoon would be enough for me. Yep, 2, and then you want to make it even here, and then another one, 3. Yep, cool. Alright, so this is the coffee. You look at the coffee, how nice it is, okay? So you want to make sure that it's even. Yep. You know, if you're a strong coffee drinker, you can add more. Depends on you, right? And then you can put this in and then move it a bit, so make sure that it's not easy to move out and in. Yeah. So to make sure that you keep the coffee there, because it will grow up when you pour the water in. It will grow up as well. All right. So for the best coffee, what you can do is, there are 2 ways. You can either pour the water in directly to the filter, or if you have a little bit more time and you want a better taste of the coffee, you put some water here in the lid. So you put the lid down and then you put some water in. Yeah, it's very hot water, huh? Boiling water. And then you put this one in. You know why is it? Because then it will make the coffee grow naturally. First from bottom up. You know what I mean? Yeah. The other way is you can put I put a lot of too much water, I think. It's okay. Yeah. So yeah, you see the hot water will come from the bottom up. So make sure that all the coffee have absorbed the hot water properly and thoroughly. Yeah. And you wait a little bit, and then you can pour the water from top down. You can keep it for about 2 to 3 minutes maximum. You see, it absorbs almost all the water that I put in already. And alright, let's check here. If you look at this, okay, become wet. You see? Oh, it's growing. How beautiful it is. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so what we can do is you put this back to the main filter. Okay, put it here to the main filter. Alright. Okay, so now you pour the water in. Little by little. Okay, oops, you see, it's coming up, but it's okay, this is how it works. And then I think you normally top the water up to with 3 teaspoons. You can pour the water up to somewhere here. It's for me, like 2/3 of the filter, I believe. Yeah. Okay, now you put the lid in and then just wait. And you know, it's already start dropping here. You see, it's already start dropping. Oh, this is a new filter, so it's dropping quite quick. Alright, so and that's it. You wait until it's just dropping, and the fact is we really enjoy to see it's dropping. That's funny, right? Alright, so let's talk a little bit about this filter. This special filter. This is very special. So the filter, the coffee filter, is usually it can be made by different materials. So it can be made by aluminum, it can be made by ceramic or the stainless steel. Yeah, but the best coffee would be made with the aluminum filter, because aluminum, the way it absorbs the heat and everything, is the best. So we love that. And this is special because we normally only have plain aluminum. There is no pattern on the filter. But with this filter, it's designed by a company called Trung Nguyên Coffee. Trung Nguyên Coffee is #1 coffee brand in Vietnam. They have a very, very huge factory. Also, they have a few coffee fields to plant and also to produce coffee. And it's the company that has largest export of coffee out of Vietnam. So this company, they made this one specially because they use, if you look at the lid here, they use all these thing. These are the pattern from a drum called Đông Sơn drum. It is a very cultural and traditional drum of ancient people of Vietnam. So Vietnamese ancient people. The Đông Sơn drum was actually made by bronze and created by a Đông Sơn culture that exists long time ago, and the drums were produced from about 600 before Christ actually. So it's a very long time ago, and the drums are one of the culture most astounding examples of ancient work. Yeah, so yeah, they use those pattern, those design, and put it in here. So it made these coffee filter very special, and we never seen something like that until recently. Okay, so look at this. I think it's almost done. You see how beautiful it is. Yeah. So the way we drink coffee in Vietnam is we normally have breakfast and have coffee, outside of home. So before we go to work, we go to have a breakfast outside. Like we have pho, we have bun, we have different sort of cold roll, different sort of breakfast, and then we have coffee or tea before going to work. So we don't have coffee in at the workplace. I mean, normally we don't have coffee at the workplace, but some people may bring their filter to the office and make a coffee there, or they can easily go out because there are quite a lot of good local coffee shop around, just to order a filter like that, and then talk to friends and watching the drop, and also seeing the exciting movement of life around on the street. The coffee shop in Vietnam is not only it can be outdoor and indoor, but normally they would have something outdoor as well for people who can sit on a stool and then watching people just moving on the road. And that's really fun part of that. Okay, let's check out this one. Ooh, it's drying. I guess it's almost done. You see, it's the dropping starts to slow down, so it also means that it's almost done. All right, so that much really, in terms of the amount of coffee. What we do next is, you can wait a little bit further or you can stop here actually. Cool. For me, I normally, with this, I normally now stir with a spoon. So the condensed milk and the coffee mixed together, and then if I want it a bit hotter, I can put a little bit more hot water in, and that's it for me. Now for you, if you don't want condensed milk, then yes, you may warm up the normal milk and then pour it into this one and then stir it, and you have a nice coffee. Okay, let's stir it. Become brown now. So in Vietnam, you know what, normally when we order coffee, we can order black coffee, so without condensed milk, or we can order something called brown coffee, so they call it brown coffee. Can I have one brown coffee? And then they will put condensed milk like what I did on the bottom of the cup. Yeah. And in these, actually in the winter, or most of the time, we normally drink hot coffee, but in summer, especially in summer and in the south of Vietnam, they usually drink iced coffee. So this one, they make exactly the same, and then they pour a lot of ice in as well, and that's also very, very tasty. Okay, that's it. Now I think we can enjoy it. Let's taste it. It's a very good smell, I think. Lovely. Yummy. It's just perfect for me. A little bit hot water in and it will be perfect. It's not very hot, but it will be great if I have a boiling water in. And that's it. Next step is, I think this is maybe the hardest one to clean all of this. So this coffee we don't use anymore, right? I can just put in the rubbish bin. Some people, you know what, they use it as a scrub to the face. So yeah, it's also good for skincare. Otherwise, you can just put it to the rubbish bin. And that's it. Alright, I hope you enjoy it. And let's show me the coffee that you make later on. Okay, cheers, bye.